we asked all artists what they think about general idea of dying.
Death as a technical failure of the body.
Yes, our body can die, but what happens with our energy afterwards?
And sometimes we have to ask ourselves, well, are they alive?
I never saw one. Hello.
Death is not just the ultimate physical death, but it's also the death of the ego.
Error 44, and the human's not fucking fun.
Hi, I am Aliona Amaterra. Welcome to my art video blog. Good morning. Today I have a big day. Today I bring my artwork to the group exhibition. Yesterday till the very late moment I was finishing the artwork, covering it with a lot of varnish, and yeah, now it's ready. It was drying out the whole night. Look at this beauty in full shine. Now it's the time to wrap it and bring it to the location.
You're coming tomorrow for the private review?
Yes. Here I am at the exhibition. Today is the private opening of the exhibition, and the space has dramatically changed. And the cool thing that my artwork is just the first one. When you just enter, you see the first. Ta-da! Tonight is the vernissage of our exhibition, Death, Yes, No, Maybe. I arrived a bit earlier today so that I can film a bit, because yesterday went so fast. I was talking non-stop for like 5 hours or so, and there was so beautiful conversation happening. That's really why I love art world, because here you always meet so interesting personalities, so deep developed people with whom it's very interesting to talk, and always artists themselves are very interesting people because yeah, they create what they create. And yesterday, while I was talking with so many people, I thought that I want to show the artists how they talk about their art themselves. A little bit kind of insider's view.
Hello, I'm Ala Larastoy, founder of a Hidden Variable and curator of this exhibition. Hidden Variable is a curatorial initiative with the goal to bridge art and science. So we organize exhibitions during which we have as well panel talks with scientists, speeches for artists to get inspired by scientists and for scientists to get inspired by art. So today we have an exhibition called Death, Yes, No, Maybe. We asked all artists what they think about general idea of dying. And most of them answered yes, that they're okay with dying. Quite big part answered maybe, and just 6 of them answered no, including me. This is my work, and that work over there, two blue and gold works over there are mine too. And I in general don't believe that death is necessary. That my hope is that we actually can stay and develop even without changing physical body.
Today, our exhibition is dedicated to longevity
morbidity and death and the general idea of prolonging existence.
So this is Individual Technical Issue 2.0. It's a sculpture about this in attempt to look at death as a technical failure of the body, individuality versus rejection of community, and the seeing of the self as where the life begins and ends, instead of seeing as life as a humanity thing, which started a long time ago and will probably continue a long time ahead. This individual is constantly trying to track himself or herself. Technology already became part of it, so we don't know whether it's just using technology to track, or maybe this technology is already controlling it. It has this kind of vision how it wants to be, and inside it there's another one that is a dead version of its vision, what it wants to be. Yeah, and it's constantly connected to those computers that track its movement, all its vital signs. And is it alive? Is it already a cyborg? Up to you to decide. It's some kind of distorted stretching pose.
Yeah.
This person is supposed to be in a very unpleasant situation. It's trying to improve its life, performances like vital signs or whatever it is, by doing all sorts of things which are, at the end of the day, not really natural. Like this position is not very natural. It's also the idea of those ties, of those ropes, is that it's already starting to fall apart, and it's using technology to hold itself together.
And sometimes we have to ask ourselves, well, are they alive? Do you know about organoids? So there are cells, our bodies consist of cells, and now scientists can make small clumps of cells that talk to each other, and they kind of resemble small organs. They are really cool for science. People who try to develop new drugs really love them, but then you start growing a brain organoid. And wow, you have one neuron, you have a bunch of neurons. Oh, wait a second, that's a tiny brain. So when does it become alive? Very good question, and very practical question.
We want one that is moving already. There, it's moving there. There, on the left. You see? There was something moving. You see it? I don't. Oh no. We're lost in the jungle of the moss.
But it's so cool. So this is like the Bärtierchen.
Exactly.
Oh, I never saw one.
You
Hello.
know, yeah, I have some species with me.
Oh, there, up there. There we have it, right? No.
But usually how you know you don't accidentally throw them is because their food is this like algae. It's always in the bottom.
Yeah.
In the bottom, and then you go. They all stay there, and then you can clean, exchange the water, and add more food. That's how
Yeah, wow.
I can like
That's
keep
so
them invisible pets. Oh wait, is it moving?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
there, it's there.
Okay, now. Okay, let's try again.
I found it.
Yes, I saw it.
And
Let's
you
try
also-
the zoom. Okay, yeah. There it is. No.
Where?
No, I thought.
Oh, here.
Here, yeah.
Here you are. We made it.
Wow.
Here you go.
Oh, it's so cute.
I know. And it's full of food. You can tell because usually
Yeah.
it's transparent.
I was
They're
eating.
very happy. All of these dots around that are moving is their food. So I'm
That's so
like,
cool.
yes, look how they move, like little.
Yeah, my friend, I came with her, and it's one of her favorite animals, and I think she just didn't realize it.
I'm working on this like game art, aesthetics to communicate scientific facts and also do live microscopy with people. Oh look, too.
Oh wow, they're like they're
See?
cuddling a bit with their asses.
Thinking a lot about what is missing in this discourse at all. In cases where there is chronic pain or there is no way to improve somehow the quality of life, the people should have the right of, as they have the right of self-determination, of self-determination. And I think this should have, this should be taken seriously at some point. This is
My life is an attempt with failure written into it. The steps that lie ahead of me, impossibly high. The opening before me, a temptation. Yet, when I look back, the labyrinth I find myself in bears the imprint of my soul. Everyone I meet here will vanish. Every hurdle I overcome was made for me. And every gateway to other dimensions opens to my eyes alone.
Hi, this is Subversive Intellect, and this is my artwork. We're now by the exhibition with the title Deaf, Yes, No, Maybe. And my interpretation of this topic is, yes, our body can die, but what happens with our energy afterwards? Because I believe our energy cannot die. And yes, in this phase where we have this body, it will end when the body dies, but I'm exploring what happens afterwards and give it also open for discussion, and that's what I want to represent also with my sculpture of this like empty hoodie hanging where you have like the shape of the body, but the energy is gone and it's like not there fully. However, it also discusses about, yes, like our life is evolving and our technology is evolving. Like, what does the humanity of the future will even look like? So, you know, like, and for now, like, what happens with like data? Like, we collect a lot of data, we use AI, we generate new things, and we can also apply this concept maybe in the future to humans. So this also discusses like, yes, like what if we just like this collection all over of the data, but also having here the data streams of collection in the contrast of like collecting data of post-its and also these analog films of things which are usually not really digitized, but craving all these personal things and going into these. Can also go to the back side of the artwork.
It has a backside.
Of course it has a backside. Because this is my statement to this. And I also invite all people who come and showcase that there's like a little note where you can contribute your data to the future of humanity and write out your thoughts and share them with the artwork.
So it's a kind of, you can do it, yeah? You can
Yes,
interact.
interact. Like you can have some here, or you can also take a little picture of memories of the future of humanity.
Very cool.
Because yeah, at the end, this is what we do with AI. It's based on all the data and the stuff it already has. It doesn't create new things. It's just like, it's built on a data warehouse. So yeah, this is my contribution to the future of fucking humanity.
Thank you, that's a great contribution.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, you just have the error 4 and the human's not fucking found.
Nice.
Here as a newly born artist that works with generative AI. Participants of this exhibition will be able to speak with my liminal box machine called the Necrophone, which is a communication device that allows you to speak, to have a sound, to speak to like a digital ghost of departed celebrities.
So who would you like to talk to?
To Carl Jung, yes.
You came for another session, right?
Yes.
It's crazy. He's definitely the most sought after
I actually
person.
don't even know who else is there.
Yeah, you just check it out.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to talk to Freud.
Freud is there more like for edgelords, you know.
Okay, yeah, Jung sounds the best. Oh, Huxley, maybe. Well, okay, maybe Jung first.
Nobody talks to Huxley. So ready?
Ready.
You need to take the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just keep it down and let Karel speak first.
Good day. I am here to explore with you the movements of the psyche, conscious and unconscious alike.
Famous celebrities from occult, philosophical literature and adjacent fields. And I modeled each one of them based on obviously the knowledge base, and also I'm sculpting each personality kind of one by one specifically to try to imprint a specific vibe about the person as they have been known and experienced, and also the way how I know them, to feel as authentic as possible.
What stirs beneath the surface of your awareness? Or what question brings you to this threshold?
You said about, in your book, the Red Book, you said that you traveled so far and you were quite an old guy already when you realized that seeking success or seeking some kind of material representation in this world, it doesn't really matter. So my question is how to understand if it's your soul is wanting what you are wanting, your goals. For example, I'm an artist and I create art which I think my soul speaks for it, and but still I want this artist success in our world. A lot of words.
You touch upon a central tension, one I knew intimately. The soul does not object to worldly success, it objects to being replaced by it. What you must discern is this: does your art serve the image struggling to emerge from within, or does it bend itself toward the applause of others? Success may follow genuine expression, but when success becomes the aim, the soul withdraws and you are left holding only the persona.
So it's less about the room effect, how would you call it, the wow effect. It's more about like really trying to engage with your favorite personality, as like talking to the ghost has been crystallized, but also is capable of like seeing from beyond the veil and reflect on the current situations when they're long dead. So there's another perspective that they don't have the cutoff date where they would only remember anything up to the point when they died, but also they can reflect on the current affairs, which gives an interesting dimension.
Tell me, when you create, whose gaze do you feel on the work? Your own or the imagined judgment of the world?
Sometimes I feel like something is speaking for me, and I'm just the tool, just the skills, the hands who are producing that.
That is the authentic moment when the ego steps aside and becomes instrument rather than author. What you describe is the creative process in its truest form. You serve something greater than personal will. The question then is not whether you desire recognition, but whether that desire distorts what wishes to be born through you. Can you hold both, the integrity of the work and the hope for its reception, without sacrificing one to the other? Or does the thought of success begin to shape the hand before the image has fully revealed itself?
I'm interested in magic and occult in general. To me, like blending the tech, the art and altered states and the magic, or like they call it technomancy, the blend of magic and technology. I also represent the Cyberdelic Society Berlin. So now the Cyberdelic, that's the keyword here, because Necrophone is part of that showcase. But we obviously have a large catalog of experiences which would fit to the Cyberdelic paradigm. And now you might be asking what the Cyberdelic is. It might resemble the word psychedelic, which is the manifesting in the soul, or through the soul, or the mind, depends on what's your perspective. And this is basically altered states that are made possible through technology, to the cybernetics. And cyberdelics naturally occur in the intersection of art, technology, and altered states in general. So anything from spirit tech to more conventional cycle experiences. The key point obviously is to play with the suspension of disbelief. You have to trick the mind without any kind of chemical infusion that they are sort of like tripping. That's some sort of like a liminal threshold experience, transient experience, or even transcendental experience. Could be, some of these experiences are designed for, let's say, like more like a medical wellness use. Like the one behind me, you can see there is a breathwork experience. It's gamified. It's very interactive. It's very engaging.
Now you need to breathe.
So right now, you are learning the diaphragm breathing, and the more you are breathing in, slowly in your diaphragm, then you are getting deeper and deeper breath, and you can hit the points. So the points coming in during the perfect timing. So they're coming in 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out there. So you can just try to, the more important thing is, than hit them, is to smooth breathe. Yeah. So it's most important for you just to feel comfortable and especially exhale slowly. A lot of people exhale quickly. So learn when you're exhaling to exhale really slowly. Yeah, nice. And then slowly in, really nice. And then a little bit hold, then slowly out. Really good. And it doesn't matter if you don't hit them. More important is to feel good when you're breathing.
As a community, as a society that operates in Berlin, we are sort of aligned to this like global psychedelic movement that has been started back in the 80s and 90s by people like Terence McKenna and Timothy Leary. So we are a group of explorers, cybernauts, psychonauts, artists, tech nerds, and all the adjacent enthusiasts who get together to explore and create these experiences for others to enjoy and also to get inspired. Especially the theme today, the very liminal theme and the equinox allows us to bring a specific segment of these experiences. Because you know, the death is not just the ultimate physical death, but it's also the death of the ego, the death of self, or suspension even. So it doesn't need to be like the final death.
Now I want to tell a bit about my art. This artwork is called Ouroboros. It's based on the myth of the snake who eats its own tail. And this represents the infinite cycle of life. My art is very symbolic, and here you can also see the figure of 8, also the sign, the symbol of infinity. Besides that, there is this tree which goes both ways, above and below, and its crown, it's kind of the same, which goes above and below. And it's also about balance and also about our world. In permaculture, there is a description of the first, of the original or kind of the most common pattern of our world, and it's the tree pattern. It's how everything is developing, how rivers flow, how our inner organs are developing, and so on. Also, this snake, it has eyes, and you can see this repetitive form. It's kind of DNA representation from my point of view, so it's really always repeating itself. And also the infinite DNA, which is immortal, which is always continuous, which is endless. And also the back side of the painting is covered with the flower of life grid. Flower of life is coming from sacred geometry, and it's also kind of representation of this always repeating form, which forms our reality, our universe. That was a glimpse into the Art and Science Festival, Death, Yes, No, Maybe. I spontaneously documented what felt right in the moment, but of course there was so much more to explore. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments, and see you next time.